Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to square out the end of the blind dado. The router leaves us with a curve, so we need to square that out so that our piece will fit cleanly into the end of the blind dado. Right now that won't fit in. So the first thing I'm going to do is clamp the board to the table so that it doesn't move. And I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper, and I'm just going to use some scrap sandpaper to lightly sand the edges of the dado to remove the little feathers that are left from the routing process. You don't have to be very aggressive with that, just enough to get those little fibers off the edge of the dado. Okay, now I'm going to use a chisel. You can use a 3/4 inch chisel for this operation, or a 1/2 inch chisel will also work for this operation. I'll be demonstrating with the 1/2 inch chisel. What I want to do is I want to line up the back of the chisel with the edge of the dado. So when I'm chiseling, if I'm chiseling this side, I want the flat back lined up with the edge of the dado. And likewise, if I'm on the other side, then I'm going to line up the flat back with the edge of the dado as well. So I'll use my mallet and I'll chisel in just a little bit on both sides. Keep the chisel straight up and down. And keep chiseling the sides. Those little pieces will start to chip out of there. And as you get close to the bottom, you may have to come in from the side and clean up little pieces left at the bottom. So I'm going to take the chisel and I'm going to turn the chisel over now, put the bevel down, and clean out the chips. And then I'll come from this side and do the same thing. Let's get that little chip out of there. And the last thing I want to do is take my piece of wood and see if the piece of wood fits into the dado. And this is really close. It's a little tight, but it looks like it's going to fit. So now I have a nice clean fit around the end of the dado so that the side piece fits in cleanly with the top and bottom.